My dear friends, my brothers and sisters, life doesn't change overnight, but your habits can. And when your habits change, everything else follows. My name is Muniba Mazari, and I am a motivational speaker. If you are new at my channel, subscribe and start a new journey with me. Today, we're diving into 5 powerful habits that can completely transform your life. Stick with me until the end, because every part of this will give you something valuable. And when we're done, share this with someone who needs to hear it. Self-discipline isn't just something you do, it's how you live. It's doing what needs to be done, even when you really don't feel like it. And let's be real, most of the time we don't want to do the hard stuff. We don't want to wake up early, hit the gym, or stay consistent. But here's the truth. Success isn't about how you feel. It's about what you do. The difference between dreamers and achievers isn't intelligence, luck, or resources, it's discipline. Think about this. 2 people want to get fit. The first one only goes to the gym when they feel motivated. Some days yes, some days no. Too tired, too busy, not in the mood. But the tired, too busy, not in the mood, they follow a routine. They work out whether they feel like it or not, even tired, even busy, they show up. Who gets results? Results come from consistency, not convenience. If you only do things when they're easy, you'll never grow. Growth happens when you push past comfort, and that push comes from discipline. Here's the secret. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The first few days suck. The first few weeks feel impossible. But push through, and it becomes part of you. And once it's part of you, nothing can stop you. The biggest mistake? Relying on motivation. Motivation is great, but it's temporary. Some days you're fired up, some days you're not. If you wait for motivation, you'll never be consistent. Discipline is doing it anyway. Waking up early when you'd rather sleep. Working on your dreams when Netflix is calling. Making sacrifices today for a better tomorrow. How to start? Pick one habit. Wake up early. Read daily. Exercise. Cut distractions. Whatever it is, stick to it. Train your mind. Tell yourself, I don't have a choice. This is what I have to do. Master one habit, then move to the next. Because discipline in one area creates discipline everywhere. It comes down to this. Do you want comfort or do you want growth? You can't have both. Success demands sacrifice, and sacrifice demands discipline. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for motivation. Make discipline your best friend, and success will follow. Your mind is powerful, but it can destroy you too. What you think every day shapes your life. Think like a failure, act like one. Think like a winner, and you'll push yourself to become one. Your mindset is the foundation of everything: your success, happiness, confidence, actions. Many people limit themselves with negative thinking. They doubt themselves, focus on weaknesses, compare themselves to others. And because of these thoughts, they never take action, never try new things, never take risks. They stay stuck, complaining but never changing. They believe in themselves even when no one else does. They don't focus on weaknesses. They focus on improving. They don't compare themselves to others. They compare themselves to who they were yesterday. Imagine this. 2 people face the same problem. One says, I can't do this. This is too hard. Maybe I should quit. The other says, this is difficult, but I'll figure it out. I'll learn. I'll grow. I won't give up. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people isn't luck or talent. It's mindset. Successful people see failures as lessons. Unsuccessful people see failures as proof they're not good enough. Be honest with yourself. Have you ever thought, I'm not smart enough. I'm not lucky enough. I don't have the resources? These thoughts stop your growth. They're just excuses. No one is born successful. No one is born confident. Everyone starts somewhere. But only those with the right mindset reach their destination. How do you change your mindset? Change your words. Change your thoughts. Change your focus. Stop saying, I can't. Start saying, I'll figure it out. Stop saying, I'm not good enough. Start saying, I'm improving every day. Stop focusing on what you lack. Start focusing on what you can do. The biggest mindset shift. Stop fearing failure. Failure isn't the end, it's part of success. Every great person you admire has failed more times than they can count. They kept going because they knew failure isn't weakness, it's effort. The only people who never fail are the ones who never try. Take responsibility for your life. Stop blaming others. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop waiting for someone to save you. No one is coming. You have to save yourself. The moment you take control of your mindset, you take control of your life. It's your choice. Stay stuck in negativity, doubt, and excuses. Or shift your mindset. Believe in yourself and take action. Your mind can be your biggest weapon or your biggest enemy. Choose wisely. Your daily habits shape your future. The small things you do every day might seem unimportant, but over time they define who you become. People think success comes from one big opportunity, one lucky break, one moment of brilliance. But the truth? Success is built on daily habits. The little choices you make every single day decide where you end up. Some people waste time on distractions, wake up late, scroll through phones, complain about problems, do nothing to change, then wonder why life isn't improving. Winners use their time wisely. They focus on goals. They do things that help them grow. They understand success isn't luck, it's discipline. The most powerful habit? Consistency. What you do once in a while doesn't matter. What you do every day is what counts. Want to get stronger? One gym session won't help. But go every day, even for a short time, and you'll see results. Want to learn something new? Studying for one day changes nothing. Even for a shente, nothing. Winners don't wait to feel motivated. They build habits so that even when they don't feel like working, they still do it. They show up. They push themselves. They understand discipline beats motivation. Here's the truth. If your habits don't match your goals, you'll never achieve them. People say they want to be healthy but eat junk food daily. They want to be rich but waste money on things they don't need. They want success but spend hours watching TV instead of learning. Winners are disciplined. They do hard things even when no one's watching. Wake up early. Take care of health. Invest in themselves. Stay away from distractions. Don't waste time on things that don't add value. Think about it. Where will your daily habits take you in the next 5 years? Do you keep doing what you're doing today? Your future is being shaped right now by the small choices you make every day. Good news? You can change your habits. You don't need to change everything overnight. Start small. Pick one good habit and stick to it. Read 10 minutes daily. Exercise 15 minutes. Save a little money. Doesn't matter how small you start. What matters is that you start. Success isn't complicated. It's the result of good habits repeated every day. Want to change your habits? Change your habits. Want success? Start acting like the person you want to become. They're made through discipline, consistency, and smart daily choices. Stop waiting. Start doing most people spend their lives waiting. Waiting for the right moment. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for support. They wait and wait. Life moves forward, but they stay stuck. Then one day they look back and realize years have passed. But their dreams are still dreams. Goals are still wishes. Life is still the same. Why? Because they keep making excuses. I'll start tomorrow. But when tomorrow comes, same thing again. I don't have enough time. But somehow they find time for distractions. I don't have the resources. But they don't even try with what they have. Excuses become their habit. And this habit destroys potential. But they find time for the perfect moment. These successful people they don't wait for motivation. They create discipline. They don't wait for someone to push them. They push themselves. Because they understand life will never give you perfect conditions. If you keep waiting, you'll waste your life. Look around. How many people have big dreams but no action? They talk about plans, talk about goals. Years pass. Still talking. Still in the same place. Talking doesn't change anything. Thinking about success won't bring success. Only action can change your life. Many people fear failure. They don't take action because they're afraid of making mistakes. But let me tell you, failure isn't the enemy. Doing nothing is. When you fail, you learn. You grow. You get stronger. But if you do nothing, you gain nothing. Never try, never improve. Life will always test you. There will always be challenges. Things will feel difficult. But winners don't quit. They take action even when it's hard. Wake up early even when tired. Work on dreams even when no one believes. Keep moving forward even when the road isn't clear. Look at successful people, business, sports, entertainment. None had an easy journey. None waited for the perfect time. They started with what they had, faced obstacles, failed many times, kept going. 1 year from now, you'll either be closer to your dreams or still stuck. 5 years from now, you'll either be proud of the action you took or regret the time you wasted. What you do today decides your future. Start now, take the first step. Doesn't matter if it's imperfect. What matters is that you start. Because action creates results, and results create success. Most people live in a cycle of distractions. Wake up, check phones, scroll social media, watch random videos. Before they know it, hours are gone. I'll start working on my goals tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. Then one day, they wonder why they haven't achieved anything meaningful. The truth, if you don't control your focus, the world will control it for you. Companies, apps, social media, they all fight for your attention. They want you scrolling, watching, consuming. That's how they make money. The more distracted you are, the less time you have for yourself, your dreams, and what truly matters. Be honest. How often do you start your day with purpose? How often do you wake up and decide, today I'll focus on my growth, work on my goals, invest my time wisely? Without conscious effort to focus, you'll spend your entire day reacting to notifications, messages, other people's demands. You'll feel busy, but at the end of the day, you won't have accomplished anything valuable. Successful people understand the power of focus. They don't let distractions control their lives. They set clear goals and remove time wasters. They create routines. They don't just work hard, they work smart. They prioritize what matters and don't let anything pull them away from their purpose. But let's be real, staying focused isn't easy. Distractions are everywhere. Phone always within reach. People demanding attention. Your mind telling you to take a break, relax, do something easier. Pause. Find always within reach. One of the biggest enemies of focus. Holding they can do multiple things at once and be productive. In reality, multitasking makes you slower and less effective. Your brain isn't designed to focus on many things simultaneously. When you switch between tasks, you lose concentration, make mistakes, take longer. If you want to succeed, give your full attention to one thing at a time. Another problem? Procrastination. People delay work because they don't feel motivated. But motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. If you only work when inspired, you'll never be consistent. Successful people don't wait for inspiration. They create routines that push them to take action every day, no matter how they feel. They train their minds to focus even when it's difficult. Want to change your life? Learn to protect your focus. Create an environment that helps you concentrate. Turn off notifications when working. Set specific times for emails and social media. Organize your workspace. Train your mind to stay present. When you're working, work fully. When you're with family, be fully present. When you're learning, give it complete attention. Success isn't just about working hard. It's about working with focus, removing distractions, managing time wisely, making sure every action leads you closer to your goals. Master your future. You closer to your goals. Master your focus and you'll master your future. Most people wait for the right time. I'll start next week. I'll change next month. But weeks turn into months, months into years. Nothing changes. The reality? There's never a perfect time. Al-Saistantane is never a perfect time. The perfect time is now. Every time you delay, you're training your mind to accept excuses instead of results. Why don't people take action? Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping out of comfort zones. They overthink everything. Instead of taking the first step, they imagine what could go wrong. But failure isn't the enemy, inaction is. Every successful person has failed. The difference? They didn't let failure stop them. They learned, grew stronger, spoke Brugai. Think in a me inaction is wasted overthinking. People spend hours, days, years planning, analyzing, waiting for the perfect moment, but they never start. They think they need more knowledge, more resources, more motivation. But in reality, action creates progress, not planning. When you take action, you gain experience. Experience is the best teacher. You don't have to be perfect to start, but you have to start to become great. Another reason people don't act? Comparison. They see someone successful and feel discouraged. I'm not as talented. I don't have what they have. But every successful person started somewhere. They weren't born with all the skills. They learned along the way, made mistakes, failed, struggled, but kept going. Taking action doesn't mean making big moves overnight. It's about small, consistent steps. Small steps may not seem significant at first, but over time they create massive results. Here's what's more important than motivation: discipline. Most people rely on motivation, but motivation is like the weather. It changes. One day you're inspired, the next you're not. When motivation fades, they stop. Means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Waking up early when you want to sleep. Working on goals when you'd rather relax. Keeping promises to yourself. The more you discipline yourself, the easier it becomes to take action without overthinking. Many people also wait for approval from others. They want support, encouragement, validation before taking the first step. But if you always depend on others, you'll never control your own life. Not everyone will support you. Not everyone will understand your journey, and that's okay. The most successful people didn't wait for approval. They believed in themselves even when no one else did. So stop waiting. Stop making excuses. If you truly want to change your life, take action today. Even if it's a small step, take it. Once you start, you'll realize action builds momentum. The more you do, the more confident you become. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe, my dear.